Hello everyone and welcome to How-FixIT. In this video, I'll show you how to replace the CMOS battery in a PS5. A weak or dead CMOS battery can reset the system clock and may interfere with game license checks, including PlayStation Plus titles, which can block games or certain features until the console can verify them. Replacing the battery keeps your PS5 running smoothly, online or offline. This guide covers the 2022 revision of the original PlayStation 5. Check the model number on the bottom of your console. The code starts with CFI, followed by numbers and a letter. This video applies to models such as CFI-1215A or CFI-1216A and others. If your code ends with the letter B, Digital Edition, this guide still applies. If you have a 2020 or 2021 model, such as CFI-1015 or CFI-1116, use my separate video. The link is in the description. Before we start, here's what you'll need. A screwdriver set with Torx T8 security and Phillips No. 1 bits. Plastic opening tools, an anti-static brush, and tweezers. Thermal Grizzly Conductonaut, only needed if you're also servicing the APU interface. I've included links to all the tools in the video description below. I also highly recommend using a magnetic mat. The PlayStation 5 uses many screws of different sizes. Organizing them prevents mix-ups and makes reassembly easier. A magnetic mat helps you prevent them from getting lost, since they stay attached to the mat. It's a simple but very helpful tool when working on complex devices. Alright, let's begin. Place the console on its side with the disk drive facing up. Lift the top left corner of the faceplate to unclip it, slide it to the right, and remove it. Peel up the wire cover, then disconnect the fan cable from the motherboard. Insert a spudger under the grill and remove it. Remove the 4 fan screws and lift the fan out. Throughout this service, keep track of each screw and make sure it goes back exactly where it came from to avoid damaging your console. Loosen the expansion slot cover screw and remove the cover. If you have an M2 SSD installed, remove it. Remove the 11 screws securing the case. There's a single screw hidden under the warranty sticker. Lift it with tweezers and remove the screw. Remove the top plastic cover. Disconnect the optical drive ribbons. On the first connector, press the metal locking tab with tweezers and pull the blue tabs straight out. The second cable pulls straight up. Remove the optical drive. Disconnect all antenna leads and the LED ribbon table from the motherboard. Remove 5 screws holding the metal cover and lift it off. Unlock the USB board connector by pushing the metal latch up. While it's unlocked, pull the cable straight out. pull the blue tab to disconnect the power and eject button ribbon cable. Remove the 2 screws that secure the motherboard to the case. To access the motherboard, remove the 26 screws securing the top shield plate, then use a spudger to work around the perimeter and lift it free. The thermal pads bond the plate to the board, so expect some resistance. Remove the 2 screws on the tension bracket, alternating turns to keep pressure even. Don't remove one screw fully before the other, or you risk damaging the main processor. Take your time. A slip screwdriver can scratch the board and cause permanent damage. Remove the 2 more screws that secure the motherboard to the case. Gently lift the bottom right corner of the board with a spudger to clear the power supply prongs. Remove the main board, flip it over, and carefully lay it on the housing. The CMOS battery sits in a small holder on the motherboard. Use a plastic pry tool or anti-static tweezers to gently lift the old battery out of the socket. Don't force it. The PS5 uses a CR2032 coin cell. I've included a link to a compatible replacement battery in the video description below. Install the new battery with the positive side facing up. Press it into the holder until it clicks into place. If you don't have fresh liquid metal, you can carefully respread the existing liquid metal across the APU and the cold plate to restore even coverage. If you prefer to replace it, here's the step-by-step process coming up. Degrease the APU die and heatsink cold plate using isopropyl alcohol, 90% or higher, with cotton swabs. Clean the APU surface until mirror bright. Clean the cold plate the same way. If you see a bubble of old liquid metal while wiping, you can collect it with a syringe, but don't mix it with the fresh tube. Attach the micro tip to your liquid metal tube. Apply 1 small drop to the APU surface, enough to cover the surface in a thin film. Too much can pool or pump out, reducing contact. If you overshoot, collect the excess with a syringe. Use lint-free or purpose-made swabs. Regular cotton can shed fibers. Spread the liquid metal into a thin, even layer over the entire APU surface. No clumps, no bare spots. Apply a small amount to the cold plate and spread thinly. The goal is to fill microscopic gaps, not create a thick layer. Let's reassemble the PS5. Place the motherboard back into the housing, aligning the power supply prongs. Ensure the notch aligns correctly. This confirms that the main board is properly seated in the housing. Secure the main board with 2 screws. Install the bracket with plastic arms first, then place the metal bracket on top, aligning the holes. Tighten the 2 screws alternately, a few turns at a time, to apply even pressure to the APU. Don't crank one down all the way first. Reinstall the top shield plate. Secure the top shield plate with 26 screws. Reinsert all cables into their sockets, lock any latches, replace the metal cover, and secure the screws. Secure the motherboard and heatsink assembly to the case with 2 screws. Route and reconnect the antenna tables in their original positions. Install the optical drive and reconnect both ribbon cables. Install the top plastic cover over the motherboard and secure it with screws. Install the expansion slot cover and secure it with the screw. Install the fan and connect the cable to its socket. Secure the fan with 4 screws. Finally, slide the faceplate back until it clicks into place. The PS5 is now fully assembled. Connect it and power it on. After first boot, set your date and time, or connect to the internet so the clock syncs automatically. Then launch a game to confirm everything is working as expected. If this guide was helpful, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more repair tutorials. Visit our website for more tech insights and do-it-yourself guides. Remember, every tech challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. By the way, if you spilled a sugary drink on your PS5 controller and the buttons are sticking, check out my tutorial on cleaning and restoring the DualSense controller. For additional details, check out the useful links in the description below. Thanks for watching How-FixIT. See you next time.